Welcome to the JLM University. My name is Alex, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to replace the built-in transducer on your PowerPole Move ZR. The steps in this video are universal to both the PowerPole Move PV and ZR model. For a list of recommended tools, please see the description below. And of course, make sure before working on your PowerPole Move you always turn the power to the motor off before doing any repairs. So the first step is going to be to take your 9/16 ratchet and loosen the prop nut. Now remember, we do not recommend using an impact during this step. Once you have it broken free with your 9/16, go ahead and take your finger and completely remove the prop. Alright, now that you have the prop nut out, be careful when you pull this off, as there is a pin that's going to fall out. So make sure you catch that. If the pin is still in place, simply remove it by hand. The next step, we're going to take our number 2 Phillips screwdriver and remove the 4 screws that hold the rear cap on the motor. Now use your hand to pry the nose cone away from the motor housing. Now with the nose cone separated, if you are working on a transducer model, go ahead and disconnect the transducer cable. Now to remove the skeg, gently tap with a rubber mallet to remove it off the bottom of the motor. Use the rubber mallet to tap the transducer out away from the motor towards the nose cone. Now we are ready to install our transducer. Line up the tracks with the bottom of the propulsion motor. Start it with the end of the transducer cable going towards your other power cables coming out of the motor. And now gently tap with the rubber mallet on the closed end of the transducer. Make sure that the transducer is now flush with the edge of the propulsion motor. Go ahead and connect the transducer cable. Now we are ready to install our skeg. Make sure that the flat edge is facing towards the motor shaft. Use your mallet to tap the edge of the skeg to where it is flush with the brushless motor. Now with the wires reconnected, we're ready to reattach the nose cone. Before doing so, remember to apply silicone grease to the bushings. Now with the nose cone in place, we can reinstall our rear motor cap by aligning the 4 screws into the brushless motor. Make sure when installing the rear motor cap that the arrow is facing upwards towards the top of the PowerPole Move. With the rear motor cap in place, tighten the 4 screws in a star pattern. As you do this, you'll notice the nose cone pull tight to the motor. During this process, make sure that the bushings are not being pinched as the nose cone is being pulled towards the motor. Now we're ready to reinstall the prop. First step, take the pin, line it up with the hole on the motor shaft. Once you have that nice and even, you're going to look on the back side of your prop and line up the shaft with the groove that's cut out. Take the prop, line it up, push it all the way in, and now you're ready to tighten the prop nut. Take your prop nut, get it hand tight. Now once you have that started, go ahead and finish it off with the ratchet. And you want to just basically tighten this until it's snug, and ideally there's no play in the prop. So grab it, as long as it's nice and tight, you're good to go. And that is how you replace the built-in transducer on your PowerPole Move ZR. Thank you for watching.